and welcome to the House of Royale, episode 81. 81. Also, my age, which is so amazing. We're celebrating so many things today. I'm your host, Rochelle. It's not Rachel, it's Rochelle. Just wanted to remind everyone, since on a daily basis I get Raquel or Rachel. It's mostly like Raquel, Raquel, or Rachel, or Ratchet. But that's for a whole completely different reason. You guys, number one for the intro, as always, please go to patreon.com/House of Royale. Join our family. Are you sad? Are you lonely? Are you by yourself at the house, like crying with no one to talk to? Come hang out with us because we're on Patreon. Brett's on there. I'm on there. You guys can come hang out with us whenever you want. There's a group chat on there. You can leave a comment. Or you can DM me, whatever, you know, I'm here. Also, the merch, we just did our first merch post with the actual store connected to Facebook and Instagram, as well as the website, which is rochelleroyale.com/merch. It is so wonderful to see people wearing the shirts. I'm wearing the Mortez shirt. The hoodies are fabulous. I wear the hoodie probably every day. I have a blue one, which I have not put on the website yet. There is a red Mortez hoodie. There's a black Mortez hoodie. There's black and white hoodies for House of Royale. Pretty big variety, but I think I will be adding the blue hoodie, maybe for Brett's birthday, as like a birthday celebratory merch drop. Patreon, merch. Also, we have a brand new song out. Mortez has a brand new song out, Down with the Devil. And no, it is not a devil Satan worship song. It is actually about redemption and about how we're not going down with the devil, honey. So make sure you guys stream that. We have a major shoot happening Friday. If you're watching this a week from now, it was last Friday, which is tomorrow. Today's Thursday. It's our first official photo video shoot, which is crazy. It's like we're becoming an official rock band and doing all of the things, which is like just so fabulous and exciting. And shout out to JVP Films and Double Wide 00, who will be our cinematographers and DP. It's really exciting times. Anyway, we're going to cover some hot topics in a bit. Go subscribe, like, share, comment, and I will see you guys after the intro. Bye. And we're back. Where do I begin, you guys? There's so many things to talk about. I think, you know, I already covered the Grammys, which is such a huge deal to me and all of the musicians out here in Los Angeles. All of the musicians all over the world, obviously. But, you know, here in LA, we are probably the most petty. So we're probably the group of musicians that care the most about award shows. If you moved to LA, it's because you were thirsty for attention. So we do have a thing for award shows. It's true. I really first want to focus on the fashion because I feel like giving out awards it can be such like an awful thing for artists because art is subjective. Who was the best? I know I'm extremely opinionated on the movies and TV shows that came out last year. There were very few that moved me where I was like, wow, this is incredibly amazing. So, you know, everyone's talented, yes. But I think the writers and the casting directors, I'm not really sure what the is going on, but you guys really need to get your shit together because it's tragic out there. I mean, My beautiful lover and I spend a lot of time looking for what we want to watch on TV. And I'm sure a lot of you guys struggle with this too. And I'm not going to list the reasons why, because that would make me sound like an asshole. But Netflix especially, it gets harder and harder to find something fun and enticing and interesting to watch. Though we did just see the Gabby Petito doc, and I do have to say that it was, you know, it held our attention. I mean, it was awful. And like prayers to all the families, like Jesus Christ, very relatable, especially for the girlies out here in LA dealing with psychos all the time. But yeah, it held our attention. It was very well done. So congratulations to the directors and crew for the Gabby Petito documentary. I would like to start first with the BAFTA awards. There is something in the water. We all know this. Why is the UK so much better than America? Why? Like, is it because they don't have a president that's like, what's the word? Totalitarian? Like, just, I don't know. Like, maybe they don't have weird like leaders that try to brainwash society, and so therefore they're able to like flourish as their own artist. Because like the singers are way better than UK singers are way better than American singers. And like someone needs to do a study on what the fuck is going on. Why are they a million times better than us? I don't know. But when it comes to fashion, same thing, people. America has struggled for a long time. I mean, look at my outfit. Clearly, it's like we're still so obsessed with like the nostalgia of the 2000s. I don't know. It's like America will not let go of the melting pot of the 80s, 90s, and especially the 2000s, the Y2K era. Like, nobody wants to let it go, including me. I mean, I'm in a fucking rock band, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Like, and it's, yeah, let's give credit where credit is due. There is something magical and super hot and sexy about certain moments of the 90s and Y2K. Okay? So, like, we all have to admit that it was pretty epic when you pick and choose your musicians, celebrities, historical events, you know, aesthetic. Like, fine, we'll give America that. But let's turn our eyes to the UK, okay? There are people that are so talented from the UK that they put one song out and they're up against 20 American artists and they win the Grammy. They are at the top of the charts. I mean, Adele destroyed America for like 10 fucking years. Sam Smith destroyed America. Like, Ed Sheeran came and took over America. Who? Louis Capaldi. Who else? I mean, the goddamn Spice Girls had Scary Spice. And she was probably the entire reason why the Spice Girls... No, I'm sorry. The Spice Girls were from London. Hello? Like Victoria motherfucking Beckham, who I was just bragging about this morning to my boyfriend about how like classic and timeless this bitch is. Like, Victoria Beckham is mother. Like, she still... How many years has it been? 30 years. And she's still just like anorexic and gorgeous and fucking killing the game. Anyway, I digress. I want to talk about the BAFTAs because for some reason, everyone decided to get their shit together and wear something amazing. And like, because the Grammys, we didn't have very many epic, amazing fashion moments. It was all very like basic, aside from Chapel Roan. Like Chapel and maybe 2 or 3 other artists, like that country girl that none of us know. She like dresses like a K-pop princess, but she's country. I forget her name. I'll put her name right here. Shout out to your outfit for the Grammys. There weren't very many epic moments for the Grammys, okay? Maybe the MTV Music Video Awards will be life-changing this year. Who knows? Because the BAFTAs really gave me hope. Truly. Can we just review the fact that Demi Moore is fucking 63 years old and her dress was like a goddamn Picasso meets Rome. In Rome, all the churches. Da Vinci. Yeah. It was like a goddamn Da Vinci painting, you guys. Like, her dress was... her dress was a custom McQueen. Like, all hail the queen wearing McQueen. Demi, you killed it. Ariana Grande, not really a fan of you lately, but you killed it. You were wearing a custom Louis Vuitton dress. It was beautiful. I loved it. Margot Robbie, kind of boring, but still beautiful. Who else was slaying? Oh yeah, Camila Cabello. Hello, where have you been, girl? You like dyed your hair platinum blonde, and then I haven't really like seen what you've been up to, but this dress, you killed. It was like Sabina Bakita, or I forget her name, but that dress was stunning. Just absolutely epic. Selena Gomez, the dress was amazing. I wasn't really crazy about the fit, but like gorgeous. And some of the men had crazy outfits, okay? Jeff Goldblum, always out of control. This one actor, I forget his name, but I'm going to put his outfit right here. It was incredible. So anyway, as someone who has always been obsessed with runway shows and couture and fashion and just all of it, like I love the shock for press. It's like, but come with it, please, because we're so bored. We are like, we're tired, we're bored, or depressed. That's probably more popular. People are just depressed and hanging on by a fucking thread. So like, wear something crazy. And the BAFTAs was really serving it. So congratulations to all the nominees and the winners, but more so congratulations for taking your American asses and living up to the level of the UK, because the UK is better. Period. That's my take on the BAFTAs. Yeah, next topic. Okay. SNL 50, Saturday Night Live. We're talking a 4-hour show. So the first thing I want to talk about, where are the restrooms? I want to know how do you enter that building? I've never been in that building where they shoot SNL. You go upstairs, there's an elevator. I don't know. There were so many celebrities there. Literally, you name a celebrity, they were there. Except for Kevin Spacey or anyone that's in jail. Like, anyone that's not in jail or in trouble for pedophilia was there. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, but Tom Hanks still showed up. Despite the allegations. Where are the restrooms? 4 hours is a long fucking time. Okay. Blake Lively looks like she's about to have. I'm sure she had to go pee 4 or 5 times. Cher's wig. Don't know how she was walking around in that. It was like 100-pound wig. Where did she have to go pee? How does Cher go to the restroom? The outfits that she wears and the wigs that she wears, there has got to be an assistant just to help Cher pee. I swear to God, I don't know how this woman does it. It's so impressive. So yeah, I'm going to Google this and find out where the restrooms are, and maybe I'll put like a little chart of like the building and where the restrooms are over here. Cause you guys, 4 hours. I mean, just remember the last time you went to the movie theater and watched like Lord of the Rings or like a fucking movie that is 3 hours long. Okay. You went to the restroom at least 2 times. and probably missed the best part of the movie. So I'm just like, this is one of the biggest, most historical events in show business, and you're going to miss parts of that show because you have to go to the restroom. I mean, 4 hours, you guys. Kim Kardashian was there. Scarlett Johansson was there. Let's just like really quickly brush over the fact that Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson. Blake Lively, who apparently is not that bright. Everyone's saying that she's a dum-dum, and all of this is like her just trying to emulate her husband, which is a wildly hot take on what's actually going on. But Blake stole Ryan from Scarlett, but even still, Ryan still has it out for Scarlett Johansson. And so apparently he like asked William Morris to like write him into the SNL script for SNL 50, despite the fact that him and Blake, I mean, they're not going to go to jail, but Jesus Christ, like a $400 million lawsuit has been filed against them. And Ryan's like, yeah, let's write a joke about that. I'm floored. And a lot of it is like, everyone is saying that everything he does, the pettiness of it all towards Scarlett Johansson, like the competition he has with his ex-wife, unreal, to like shed light on how petty people can truly be, or how narcissistic people can truly be. And it's not just Hollywood, you guys. I mean, I've never been married, but I hear that divorce is wildly awful. So God bless their souls. I hope everyone gets over it and moves on with their lives, because goddamn, that drama it's above and beyond. It's above and beyond. Who else was there? Okay. Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Truly magical geniuses. They are not human. They are comedy fairies from the land of the Fae. They visit planet Earth every once in a while just to teach people how to do comedy. It's truly epic to see those two women on stage together. They were the ones that were doing the Q&A. It was beautiful. It was amazing. They're so funny. Loved that. Not a big fan of Dave Chappelle because he's such a fucking asshole. But gotta say, Dave was in multiple sketches that were hysterical. I don't know who the guy was in the dad sketch, but you are so funny. That script, that sketch, whoever wrote that sketch, very funny. I mean, sad, because like dads really can be assholes. And I'm sorry to all the children that have daddy issues. I'm one of them, so I feel you. But it was really funny. And we all need comedic relief when it comes to these awful topics. I appreciated that. This morning we were watching Black Jeopardy, which was pretty funny. What's his face? Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan is back, y'all. He was 100% back. Very funny. Very funny. Yeah. So, and then also let's talk about the red carpet. Shout out to Emma Stone, who had a custom dress with huge pockets on the side of her dress filled with popcorn. Kind of love it. Because once again, it's so boring, you guys. Like, Jenna Ortega looked beautiful, but it was like brown satin, whatever. Like, are we at the prom? Like, what are we doing? Emma Stone is theater. She's nerdy. She's fun. She's telling a story. And she gave us something to look at. Same with Cher. Not a huge fan of the wig, but she gave us something to look at. Who else killed in the SNL fashion category? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. Kim Kardashian, of course, slayed. She was wearing like a bodycon silver stretch. hooker gown. Sabrina Carpenter, not a fan of that dress. Well, there was another girl who I was like, oh, that dress is nice. It was Jenna and Kim, I guess. Oh, Gaga, you looked gorgeous. But I think that was for the BAFTAs. Oh, yeah, no. Gaga looked gorgeous for the BAFTAs. Good job, Gogs. So, Will Ferrell, hysterical. Kristen Wiig, beyond hysterical. Scarlett Johansson and Kim Kardashian, extremely funny, very funny. The other lady that was in that sketch with you guys, I don't know her fucking name, and I should, and I'm sorry. I haven't even watched the whole show. I mean, 4 hours? Are you kidding me? I tried my darndest, you guys, to give you a full recap, but wow, it's a lot of footage. It's a long show, but you know, wow, like you might as well like go off, you know, so many celebrities, so many stars, so many timeless sketches and amazing moments to review. So I understand. I'm actually, this is the first time I don't have FOMO for like a celebrity event where I'm like, you know what? I'm actually really glad I wasn't there because that's just too long to sit through. But beautiful show, amazing. And yeah, congrats to everyone that killed it and made that show amazing and wonderful. Aside from all of the negative things happening in Hollywood, it is so important to give artists their flowers. And that's why we're here at the end of the day, is to make art. Which leads me to my next topic. The Oscars are coming up. I don't know who you guys are rooting for. But once again, I think I'm just going to keep my eye on who is wearing what, because the movie choices are kind of like whatever. Oh, right. We can also talk about the People's Choice Awards. Chelsea Handler hosted. Chelsea, I haven't watched your performance yet, but I do have to say it's weird to go right after Nikki Glaser. It's wild because Nikki did such a fabulous job at the Golden Globes, and she's about to host it again next year. She is in the zeitgeist. She's in the zone. She's in the vortex. She's so focused and zoned in. And the clips that I did see of the Chelsea stuff, it's unfortunate because it's like all of the jokes that Nikki wrote are so on the head. And it's kind of like, all right, where do you go from there? And some of the jokes I heard from Chelsea really are so close to what Nikki said to certain celebrities like Nicole Kidman. So I'm going to go back and watch and see how different it is. But I do have to say, it must be really difficult to write as a comedian. Like, comedians have a difficult job because they have to be funny, but they can't piss anyone off. But it still has to be a little bit dark, and it has to push the boundaries and push the envelope without being disrespectful or inappropriate. So I feel for comedians because it is rough to be funny and not be an asshole. Can't wait to watch Chelsea's full monologue for the People's Choice Awards. The Oscars, I think, are being held here in Los Angeles. They already announced road closures for Hollywood Boulevard. Usually it's like right in front of the Chinese theater. So that's kind of cool because we live here. So if you drive out there, you can see all the roads roped off, and like the day of, you see the carpet and all the photographers and paparazzi, which is pretty cool. If you guys were going to the Oscars, what would you wear? Who would you wear? And would you have an outfit change? And who would you want to see? Who is the celebrity that you would want to meet the most at the Oscars? God, there's so many actors that I would love to meet in person. I guess just like all the girls. I don't need to meet any of the male actors. I would like to meet the girls. Obviously Ariana, obviously Margot. I would love to meet Cynthia. Michelle from The Brother's Son. Oh my God. Huge fan. Huge fan. I got to see Nikki Glaser live. I can't wait to meet her. I'm sure she'll be there too. I don't know why, but somehow I think Nikki's just going to be at every award show this year. Nicole Kidman for sure. Demi Moore, I would love to meet. Absolutely. So yeah, I don't know. It's just fun to think about. Like, if you were to be at a star-studded event like the Oscars, what would you wear and who would you want to meet? So, yeah. And once again, congratulations to all the nominees and future winners. Pretty epic. Let's move on to our next topic, which is... That's right. Witches. Okay, we're going to do a tarot reading. Let's do it. This is Christina Ricci's new tarot deck. It's called Cat Full of Spiders. I love it. It's so cool. And we're going to do a tarot reading from her deck. Okay, I want you guys to choose a card. Today... Oh, Brett's going to choose a card. Okay. Judgment. Ooh, Judgment. Okay, interesting. Okay. You're hearing a melodic call beckoning you, which I'm going to remind me to tell you guys about what the angels have been saying to me lately. It's inviting you to step into alignment with your truest self, your life's purpose. Valleyport High School student Winnie finds clues hidden in vinyl records that lead her to discover the sinister secret of her town. Whether you're pulled towards a new idea or philosophy, or else a new mystery has appeared that you feel compelled to unravel, it's clear that you're being called to become who you are truly meant to be. Hell yeah. Okay. You guys, follow your dreams. And here's what I have to say about that. Lately, I have been getting messages. I've been getting messages from the angels, and I just want you guys to know, if you have a song that hits you like lightning and it's running through your mind over and over and over again, that usually indicates that the spirit world is trying to tell you something. And for me, it was yesterday. I had a song hit me so hard. I was in the car with my boyfriend, and it was like Maybe Angels. And then I heard the top line, and then I heard the voice, and I was like, holy shit, that's Sheryl Crow. And so I immediately go to Spotify to turn the song on to play it for Brett. And as I'm singing it, I'm just like choked up, like really about to sob, like cry. And then it hit me and I was like, oh my God, this is so my mom talking to me from heaven, like, or from the spirit world, or like, it was like a true moment, a true realization of what was actually going on. And, you know, if you like have a song and you go to read the lyrics and it's not a coincidence. Truly, it's not. I had another song hit me today from Aerosmith, Living on the Edge. I don't know if that pertains to what's going on in my life right now, but it is another song that was making me emotional today, that was like hitting me really hard. And it's random, you guys, because when I used to listen to music religiously, and I know it's weird to say that because I'm a musician, but growing up in a dance studio and you're like constantly searching for like amazing, obscure artists and like cool songs that are different that no one else knows. And I was burnt out from searching for incredible music by the time I was like 20. And then you, come to LA and you have to do it all over again because as a writer and a recording artist, you have to know your shit. You have to know music. You can't just listen to, the Rolling Stones and that's it. Otherwise, you're just going to sound like the fucking Rolling Stones. It's like you have to get educated on all the different sounds of pop, rock, R&B, hip hop, all of that shit. So I got really burnt out, especially, we went through a phase where music all was sounding exactly the same. Like all pop music really sounded the same for a very long time. 2015 was kind of like the tipping point for pop because everyone sounded the fucking same. It's like it was nauseating. And I think when lockdown hit and podcasts started becoming the new thing, I was like, oh my God, this is so refreshing because listening to playlists and listening to music all day was actually making me really sad and depressed. So it was nice for me to switch over to just listening to people talk because it was like a new way for me to like get out of my own head and out of my own emotions and go to a different place mentally. But lately, since I'm in a loving relationship and I'm able to heal and come back to music with a different energy because of Brett, I am listening to music again. And so it's really like bizarre to be hit with a certain song and to literally have it flood my body with emotion. It's like I am going through this like metamorphosis emotionally and spiritually. And the reason why I feel like it's my mom talking to me is because the first time she came to me in a dream, she like literally had her face against my face. And she said, you will make it before it's too late. You have to have drive. And I feel like yesterday, especially, Maybe Angels, that song, it's just like I literally feel like she's like lifting me up and like pushing me and saying, let's go, let's go. Like, here is the time for you to really have drive. And it's so wild because last year I was just like, I'm just going to focus on the podcast and I'm not going to do music anymore. It'll just be there as like a side thing that I have under my belt and I can do it. But I truly was convinced that it was done for me. So now fast forward into this new phase of Mortez and Brett and our relationship and like the healing process and moving back into music as an artist and a writer and even like talking about getting the sewing machine out and like designing outfits for stage. Like even having those conversations is so far away from where I was last year. And thank God, because I think it's so sad when we walk away from our gifts because they're too painful to deal with. I was just on the Alexis Artin podcast, Look at Me Now podcast, and at the end of the episode, she was like, what would you say to your younger self? And one of the things I said was, your gifts are not your enemy. And I would say that to my younger self because, you know, you come to LA and you try to succeed. And when it doesn't happen, you truly feel like betrayed by your own talent. Like, why would God give me talent and give me this passion and desire to be an artist if it's not going to come to fruition? And I think with anything, we come to planet Earth, our souls have a soul's contract, and we come here to learn lessons. And it's so funny because we start believing in the false narrative of the heaviness of the lessons instead of being like, no, 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 I'm actually a magical being that has the power to dictate what is about to happen. And so then a lot of us as artists, you have to be delusional and you have to believe in manifesting your reality. And for me, that's been an on and off struggle, right? Because, and I think for most people, obviously, because you start to manifest and beautiful things start to happen, but then you get taken off road and something else happens. And it might be a delay, or it might be you hitting a wall or losing motivation. And the thing that we forget is that those things have to happen to push us to get to a higher level. And it's only those that are able to push past the false narrative of like, well, I guess it just wasn't meant for me. It's like, no, everything is going away to make space for new, or you're losing this job so that you can move into this new phase of life. Or like for me, I'm moving, my whole life is shifting and changing, and I could very easily just be like, what am I doing? I can't do this anymore. I quit. Or I could be like, wow, this is everything that I've ever asked for. And what a blessing. And it's true. It's like, I knew everything that has happened to me in the last 8 months it had to happen. It had to, or else I would have never been able to get to that promised land, get to that, not final destination, but like that next level, that place that I was supposed to be, but I wouldn't let myself because of fear. I was too afraid to let go of the old shit. So that being said, this whole rant is about listen to the messages that come to you, because they're so poignant and they're so helpful if you allow yourself to listen, if you allow yourself to truly see it as a message of reassurance and clarity and guidance. It is. Do not mistake it for a coincidence, because it's not, you guys. It's like real magic from the angels. Thank you, Christina Ricci, for your beautiful tarot deck and for being the catalyst for this amazing podcast segment, Tarot Tea. Okay, let's move on to the next topic, which is Mortez. Let's talk about it. Let's lift this up so you guys can see the Mortez logo. Okay, Mortez is a symphonic rock band that we started basically in October. Yeah, October, because our first single we released on Halloween Day, Pray. Our second single, Castle, is the most popular song on Spotify right now, but don't worry, that's about to change. And our third single, Sirens. Wow. Like, not sure if I'm ever going to be able to write a song bigger and better than that one. I mean, we probably will, but it's like to date the best song I've ever written in my life with Brett. Like, wow. Sirens, you guys. Not even tooting my own horn. It's just like sometimes you listen back to a song, and I mean, and it's undeniable because like the response that we got from everyone else too is just like, how the fuck did you guys do this? You know? And we're just like, we don't know. it's like, it was just so meant to be. I mean, Brett is a genius. Like, he is so all about the orchestral elements. So it's not a surprise or a shock that he was able to produce such a massive and epic sound with the production. For me, the vocals and the lyrics, it was like from another place. It was from the spirit world for sure. Out of body experience. And I'm so glad we have such an amazing piece of art, truly. I mean, it really is just the embodiment of Mortez, for real. And then our latest single, Down with the Devil, let's talk about it, because it's a rock jam, you guys. It's a rock song, and I'm about to post blurbs from playlist curators, and the reviews are so... I'm obsessed. First of all, I love Taylor Momsen. I love The Pretty Reckless. Yes, of course. We were listening to their production. Hello. Her song, Hit Me Like a Man, gorgeous, incredible. We were listening to Audio Slave, but let me take it back to The Pretty Reckless, because crazy how they compared our new single, Down with the Devil, to The Pretty Reckless. Like, thank you. Huge compliment. Huge. I am so excited because we're putting together an hour-long show. Because if we're going to do a world tour, we need to have at least an hour. So, and we have like 3 other songs on the docket that we're like working on. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7 songs. We need like 20 songs. I've been saying that since day one. But okay, anyway, Down with the Devil. What makes me so happy is we have different energies and different storytelling for each song. It's still cohesive. And Mortez is like one genre still, but it is pop and orchestral, and then it's true rock. Like, it's true classic rock with Down with the Devil. So, it's like you think about an hour-long show, you don't want it to be monotone. I mean, we were listening to a band the other day who booked a huge venue in LA. And of course, I'm not going to mention anyone's names because that's just mean. But we were listening to their album, and I'm just like, well, both of us, we just looked at each other and we're like, there's no energy here. You can barely hear the vocals. It's just very ambient and like whatever. And I'm just, good on them for like doing well. They must have a great team. However, they're booking these shows and getting the hype that they're getting. But it makes me so happy as an artist to know that when we do have our time to shine and our day of like booking our first major tour, that we know that we are giving the audience a full spectrum experience of every type of feeling and vibe. It's not just going to be a Wednesday Addams soundtrack. Like, it's drama, and then it's sexy, and then it's heart-wrenching, and then it's high energy in your fucking face. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't wait to start doing shows and to even experience it myself as an artist. But I finally feel like excited to do shows because I feel like what we're giving the audience is so genuine and authentic, but also just great. And I think in the past, as a female pop recording artist, it gets really dicey because there's 500 other girls that are doing exactly what you're doing, and they're all half naked, and the lyrics are all sexy and blah, blah, blah. And then the girls that do make it, who are embodying what you would look like if you had the money, like Sabrina Carpenter or like Charlie XCX or like Dua Lipa. And it's kind of just like lackluster. It's kind of just like, oh, like that would be the epitome of me as an artist. And for me, especially as a dancer, I feel like that really would have been selling myself short as an artist, because in my wildest dream, it's like, take me back to competition days when we were watching the greats like Mia Michaels choreograph these incredible pieces where you were like, holy shit, what song is this? And who are these dancers? And it just was like, knowing some people are never going to see this and they're never going to know what it's like to witness something that great. Like, I want to feel like we are giving our audience that feeling. Like, this is otherworldly. It's giving people, I want their souls to open up, and I want them to feel like a light is just like exploding out of their chest. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to cry. I really want that visceral experience. And I feel like these songs are truly like, it's going to take us there. It's going to allow us to put a show together that truly lets people feel that way. And I'm just so grateful. And Friday, tomorrow, we are shooting a little live lyric video, music video situation for Down with the Devil, Castle, and Pray. Because we have one on youtube.com/Mortez Music for Sirens. So please go subscribe and watch that video. Yes, we are planning on working with someone to get our numbers up. So I know what you guys are thinking, but just wait, because we have a plan. But yeah, including tomorrow, like finally getting official photos and video content that is just going to be totally epic and amazing. And yeah, you know, and the reason why I am talking like this about this project is because it's so easy to throw in the towel, and it's so easy to just be like, I don't want to try anymore. But if I could just say to you, don't give up on your dream, and hit the reset button and write a letter to yourself saying, I am simply deciding that I'm going to make this happen. And truly 1,000% believe, because the doors will somehow magically open. And I'm going to do the same thing at the end of this episode. I am going to write a letter to myself. I am simply deciding ... And I just am going to believe. No excuses, no halfway in, halfway out. It's 100% yes. There will be a world tour. Yes, there will be safety and passion and victory and justice. And yes, there will be Grammys. Yes, because you simply decide and then you go and you do it. But then you also, like Gabby Bernstein says, don't be thirsty. You send it out to the universe and you let go. And don't hold on so tightly that it makes you anxiety ridden or burns you out, because everyone has anxiety and stress, and I am such a victim of all of that. But when I have those special days, those magical days where I'm just fully happy from morning until my head hits the pillow and I fall asleep, I'm telling you, I wake up the next day and miracles happen. And I'm just like, where did this come from? How? Oh, yeah, because I asked and I was ready to receive. And I let it go and I let the universe do its thing. So if I can give any molecule of hope to you, just write that letter. I am simply deciding, and write it down, y'all. With that, I hope that you guys have such a beautiful day or night, whatever time it is, and go get your Mortez shirt or hoodie. The hoodies are so comfortable and warm and cozy. Join our family on Patreon, and sending all my love and hugs to you. I'll see you later. Bye.